Hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. It's me, Rogue Liliana. Hi. I am frustrated. I am frustrated a little bit. Because I started to stream and then I'm in low blood sugars. Yay! So I'm gonna eat mochi. Mochi. Because it's there and it's good. So yeah. How are we? Hope everyone's doing good. It's pop cat time. So, well, that's one reason why I was frustrated. Probably not the best way to start streaming, but I do these tests, right? Hi Zed! I do some tests when I start stream to make sure everything goes smoothly as possible. And one of the things I do is I make sure that stream is running okay from a viewer perspective. And so then I log into Pyro's PC and I'll check and make sure everything's going smoothly and stuff. And as I was doing that, this lifelong tier 3 who can actually never have their sub removed from my Twitch channel had ads. And subs aren't meant to have ads. There's a reason for that. That's a perk that I can set, and I set that all subs don't have ads. And Pyro's account had ads. So I'm frustrated. Why did he have ads? He shouldn't. Stupid Twitch. Why you do this, Twitch? Why you do this? So yeah. That's annoying. Sorry, I'm eating mochi. It's so tasty. So today's plan is to finish Harmony, Fall of Reverie. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be great. So that is the plan. I don't think it will take a million years to finish. We're in the last chapter, so the last chapter, I don't know if there's an epilogue or not. So it should be fine. We've pretty much set our path on where we're going to go, so I don't know how it's going to turn out, but we shall see. But hey, I'm looking forward to... I want to see what our choices... how our choices impacted like the outcome, because we've already lost one character, which makes me sad. It makes me sad. So yeah, that's that. Sorry, I'm just looking for something. Give me 2 seconds, guys. So yesterday I actually was considering streaming yesterday. I don't know why. I think, do you know what it was? When I put my schedule out and I made it so that Final Fantasy XIV was supposed to be Monday, I forgot about the patch maintenance happening. It was happening like an hour into stream. So I was like, okay, well, I'll just play Hollow Cure instead, which I enjoyed a lot of, and it was great hanging out with everyone. However, I should have swapped Monday and Tuesday over, because then I could have played Final Fantasy XIV on Monday instead. Tuesday instead. But it's fine. But I will try and slot it in next week or the week after if I can. The plan is, so this week's plan, today we're going to play Harmony, and tomorrow we're going to finish Firework, which I'm actually really looking forward to seeing how that ends. It's a bit of a creepy kind of atmospheric story, but a few jump scares in there, but so far it's been really good. And on Friday I'll be streaming as well, so that's three days in a row of streams. And then on Friday we'll be playing Pal World, but we'll be playing it with Pyro, so that's going to be, we're going to have like our own little server for the 2 of us. I've seen a little bit of gameplay over the last day or so from other creators, other VTubers who've had early access, and it looks really good. From my understanding, the game wasn't taken very seriously to begin with, which I find quite interesting. So when I looked at what was going down with it, I was like, oh, actually it looks really fun. So yeah, hold on, let me message Pyro. Doing the thing. Ah. I forgot to message him before stream. So yeah, that's Friday, and then on Saturday, both Pyro and I have an appointment to go to, so there'll be no stream on Saturday, but the Persona 5 Royal upload will be there on YouTube, so you can check that out. If you're not on YouTube, it's youtube.com/RogueLiliana, you should be able to find it. Or you could just jump onto RogueLiliana.com and you'll find it there too. And then on Sunday, we're hopefully going to play more Pal World. I don't know what's happening with Pyro though, because he was planning on streaming in the evening, because he usually streams at 8 o'clock GMT. But I normally stream at 2. So I don't know if he's going to play offline or do 2 streams or just not stream in the evening. I don't know. I don't know if he's made up his mind, so we'll see. But yeah. Hey Roy, how's it going? Sorry I missed you there. So I think it's gonna be a good time this weekend with Pal World. I think that next week I want to get some other different games in. So there's been a couple of games that I've been playing that have been taking a lot of time. One of them I will not forgive playing, which is Baldur's Gate, because it's fantastic. So I will continue to play that, and we'll try and fit in a stream of that next week if I can. But I do want to try and fit in some other variations of streams as well. So I might take a little pause from Cyberpunk and what's the other one? Yakuza. I think Yakuza I'll definitely play offline for a little bit to get his max, well not max level, but to level up so that the next part of the story is a bit easier for us, because it was quite a challenge and I don't think we can do it at our current level. So we will level up. It's like she's streaming even though she's not. I made with the Persona rebroadcast. Yeah, it's not a rebroadcast, but yeah, it's an upload, it's a re-upload. But yeah, I could have set it up as like a thing to rebroadcast, but I just thought, you know what, just put it up as a video, it'll be fine. So yeah, get to watch it. Have any of you guys been watching the Persona 5 VODs? I hope you're enjoying it. I hope you're having fun with it. I really enjoyed it. There's obviously so when I was doing those streams, some of them are cut up into like 3 hours here, 2 hours here, because at the time, because these were recorded back in 2021, right? So these were like a year and a half or something ago, or maybe longer actually, 2 years ago. So and I do want to finish the game, but I don't want to jump into streams with it and then you guys haven't really been caught up or anything. Yeah, I miss Kawakami so much. Kamigawa? Wait, are you talking about the guy? The guy from the first palace? Or am I totally misreading that? I'm sorry, my brain is frazzled because of low blood sugars. Don't mind me. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so completely forgot. I lost my train of thought. No. But I do want to enjoy Persona 5 with you. Kawakami. Oh, the girl, the teacher. Right. I know exactly who you mean. She's the maid. She's the maid. So I hope you guys who are fans of Persona and regulars of the stream will enjoy that. I was having a bit of an issue with one of my shorts the other day. So I did put a post out about it in Discord, but I'll just say it here briefly. I put a short up the other day, which I've had to basically, it's been hidden in YouTube, right? It got buried in some, I don't know why. Well, actually that's not true. I think I know why. I'm not going to say it here just because I don't want to get this stream down for any reason, but the short seemed to have been hidden, like not promoted in any sort of way, so it literally got like 8 views when really it should have got more. But I think the reason is a tag error, so I made a mistake in tagging it as a certain thing, a certain horror thing, which is linked to potential political issues, which I didn't think about at the time. So I've taken it away, so it's taken down and re-uploaded it. But the problem, it got shadow banned, yeah. So, but The problem being is that I've re-uploaded it, but YouTube doesn't like it when you re-upload something because then it considers it spam. So now I don't think this one's gonna get really seen either. So it might look like there's been a day or two where there's no post up. Now, some of you can see the post, some of you can see the clip, but it won't get like put out to anyone else. Like you have to go and actually look for it to see that it's there. I don't think it's going to show up in the feed or anything. So I'm just letting you guys know I haven't fallen behind. There's just been an issue with a certain clip. So I am still posting every day. I promise I'm still posting every day. So yeah, that's the thing that happened, and I've learned a lot about YouTube algorithm and do's and don'ts, which has been quite interesting. So it's not been a failure, it's just been a lesson learned. So yeah, I've been definitely learning a lot with that the last day or so, which is cool. Like I take this very seriously. I consider it my job, so I want to do better and learn from things. So yeah, I just hope you guys are enjoying the product and the content that I put out, because at the end of the day it makes me happy, and hopefully it makes you happy too. Hey goats, Chisa, come on. Hydrate, pet the kitty. Oh my god. I do have, I finished my coffee this morning. I've finished my Monster. I've had my water. So now I have my cherry juice. My cherry water. Cherry berry diluting juice. What is it you call it? Some people call it cordial. Some people call it diluting juice. Squash is another name. I don't know what people call it in your own country. So yeah. So my day has been kind of interesting from that. My health though, my immune system is taking a complete battering though, because, well actually I don't know why. I think it's low iron, because like it's really impacting me right now. I'm exhausted more than usual for the last month or two. And I'm getting blood stunned on Friday morning. Pyro's going to take me to get blood stunned, so hopefully next week I'll know whether or not it is iron deficiency or not, but I've had it enough times that it probably is. Do you need to pack some iron? I sure do. I do. Kind of crazy though. It is kind of crazy, but it is what it is. It is what it is. What is going on with my YouTube? Hold on, let me refresh things. Alright, so the other thing, well yeah, so my iron, if it's iron, right, then what will probably happen is they'll put me on iron tablets, and then in a few months they'll take me off them again, and they'll be like, but your iron is stable. And I'll be like, yeah, but yeah, doctor, I know it's stable, it's because you've given me tablets for it. And they'll be like, no, you have to come off them now because you're stable. Like, dude, there's a reason why you're giving it to me. Why are you taking it from me? Anyway, so it's bothering me a lot just now, just because it's causing my hair to like snap really easily. And I'm really tired more than usual, which sucks. Like, I went to bed last night at 10:30, which for me is really early because I normally go to bed between 2 and 5 AM. But I went to bed last night at 10:30 after sleeping most of yesterday because I was so exhausted. But it's not like I'm doing anything like exerting myself or anything. It's just because my body just is not taking it very well right now. I slept like for, well, I kind of had like a broken sleep the night before. I slept till like I had like 5 hours, and then I had like a couple hours throughout the day, and then last night went to bed at 10:30 and woke up this morning, and it must have been like 7 I woke up. And today I've just been, my eyes have been falling over, but I decided that I was going to keep, instead of like going to lie down, I was like, I'm going to keep myself busy. Obviously the whole algorithm thing definitely kept me busy for a while. And then a shower kept me busy, of course, because it's quite exerting to have a shower. And then I was watching an old VOD from another Vtuber who was playing Elden Ring. They're trying to beat Millennia, so that was fun. Maybe try going on a metal pipe to get the iron. Pretty sure it doesn't work like that. Pretty sure that it doesn't work like that. But yeah, it's fine. They'll give me tablets if it is the case, but yeah, I don't know. Today feels slightly off. I don't know why. I don't know why, and I think maybe because it feels slightly off, I'm a bit more affected from other stuff than usual, but that's just the way things are. Hey Gabriel, welcome in. So yeah, I feel, ugh. I don't know, I guess I want to, I want to be productive, but at the same time I'm like, well, wouldn't mind just to sleep all day. Thank you for the pets. Ah. Hey Seichan, welcome. Da, 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 da. So that's been my day. That's been my day. But it's all good because we get to finish a video game today, so that's fun. I'm excited to finish this. So let's do it, shall we? Let's see, does this button work again? Oh no, don't do that. That button doesn't work. That button is borked. Ah! Here we go. There we go. So, for anyone who isn't aware, we've been playing Harmony, the Fall of Reverie. Thank you to the developers for a key. It's been very kind of you. And the story thus far has been that we are a woman called Polly, and we have become something of an oracle to, well, it's basically to these different things in another world, another realm called Reverie. So we are the oracle to things like bliss and bond and power and chaos, glory. Is there another one? That's 5 or 6. I can't remember the other one. Oh, truth is another one. And it's been very, very interesting because it's very much choices matter. So it can cut off complete paths depending on which avenue you go down. And in Reverie, she is referred to as Harmony. So she is almost like they call her the Oracle. So, but her mother was the Oracle previous to that, and she had an affair with Chaos, which she should never have had. It's not allowed under their kind of like code. So it basically, and it's basically caused the world to be in a bit of a ruined state. But outside of that, in the real world, we have Monoconcern, I think their name is, which is a massive corporation in their town, which is basically taken over, and they have discovered the source of essentially the power of Reverie. So they are modifying it and harnessing it almost like a controlling weapon. And now we're at the point in the story where Reverie is in a bit of a chaotic state, and Monoconcern, which is a big corpo company, there's a lot of riots and stuff against them, so it has been a little bit chaotic. We've already had one person die, which I don't know if we could avoid or not. That was Laszlo, who is Polly's grandpa? No, wait. No, it was Polly's mum's partner. Her, like, boyfriend from a long time. So yeah. Hi Jeremy. How are you, dude? So yeah, that's basically the short version, big TLDR of Harmony so far. So MK has gone too far. It's time to take a stand and try to save what's left to save. Alma is cornered and its people are lost. Reverie needs a heart for a new dawn to rise. Let's go. Alright, so we're at Act 5, Chapter 1. This is the last act, so see how this goes. Hopefully everybody can hear the game okay. Gonna replay it on your own to see the other endings? Yeah, I might do. If I, well, depending on how, I probably would play it a lot faster on my own as well, so yeah, I probably might. Don't know if it would be straight away, but it's been a little while. Better first day and the last, or not having a fever? Hell yeah, screw the fever. Nobody wants that. Oh my god, look at this. This is a big chapter. Okay. I'm glad you're at least feeling a bit better. Even if you're still sick, at least the fever's kind of gone. Alright, brand new day. I live in the aftermath of what the aspirations have done to Brittle. Ollie's room. think I need my glasses and Pabu for this. I need to be able to read. Hold on. There we go. Nice and cozy. Ohayo gozaimasu. How are you, cat? I open my eyes and roll out of the sweltering cocoon of bed sheets.
Wow. It's already so hot.
You're cold? Did you get your coffee yet? That'll heat you up a bit. Something's off with the climate. It's as if the heat never left the air. Or our walls. Our sidewalks. Our bodies. Not even in the dead of night. We're working on it now. Good. I stretch and rub my face and start in on my morning routine.
Oh, come on. You can do it.
You can do it, Polly. This kind of mundane ritual comes as a kind of relief, but it won't last. It's been a couple of days since the aspirations told me they'd bring a change to the world. It's almost time for me to fulfill my role. In the meantime, I have things to take care of before the naiads come to life. The place is now home to dozens of prescients. After leaving MK's clutches, a lot of them had nowhere else to go. Nora welcomed them with open arms, and Ursula played along. It's nice seeing the naiads so busy again. I just wish it was under better circumstances.
Alright. Let's do this.
Alright. As I leave my room, I hear them chanting, screaming, a buzz like angry bees surrounding an interloper. Protesters. Even since Ursula drew up a lawsuit, there's been a pro-MK presence outside the naiads. Today, there are more of them than usual. There are signs, megaphones, and the occasional camera drone. Not the best start to the morning I've ever had. Okay. Alright, what's their choices? So, this one over here, more harassment every day. Alma didn't make itself heard or seen. Conditions. Revolution has spread and divided Athena. Consequences. Revoke a hidden node. Okay. This one, every day is a struggle. I didn't ask the aspirations to focus on the naiads. The naiads stayed out of the fight. Revoke 2 nodes. Or this one, the Alma commune. Alma's decided to break ties with Athena. Alma stood strong and united against MK. Revoke a hidden node. Naruhodo desu ne. Okay. So this cuts off this whole side up to what seems to be here. Like this whole bit. You have to go this way. So either we stand united against Alma stood strong against MK. I didn't ask this, but so this one, revoke 2 nodes. Can't see what they're revoking though. Oh wait, no I can. That one, I can't see that one. And this one. Eek, I don't know. Because everything's hidden, so I won't be able to see anything of the choices that we're making. Ah, this is a yikes. Okay, I don't know if I want a revolt. I think I want this one. Alma decides to break ties with Athena. Alma stood strong and united against MK. I think that's the important part, no? The naiads stayed out of the fight, but the naiads can't stay out of the fight. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know what the consequences will be, but we'll see. We shall see. It's been almost a week since the protesters decided that we'd be better off without MK. Just pick whatever you want. Yeah, I'm trying. Since then, the neighbourhood has become the Alma commune. Every day we support each other and fight. As long as MK is the government on Athena, we can't expect any concessions if we surrender now. Perhaps the trial will bring peace. Until then, the streets are blocked and surveilled. Privates and phones are a rare sight now, and their activity is surely monitored by MK software. I've heard no news of Yana. In retaliation to the insurrection, MK has raised the cost of water and electricity for the entire island. That is fucked up, yo. They raised the price of water and electricity? That's so bad. Their reasoning is that recent events on Athena have put on our infrastructures on tension. As such, we are obligated to adapt the pricing of our services. But we know no one forces them to do anything. It's a punishment as nothing else to put the blame on us. Only by pooling all our resources are we managing to buy time and get everyone what they need. Food supplies is the hardest part, especially since the sea is so polluted it's not safe to eat fish. There's an association managing everything. Everyone participates, from each according to their ability, to each according to their needs. I have to go there to make sure we're all set. Okay. Nora is waiting for me, but Omar comes to me first. He looks serious.
Polly, news. Jade's bringing people in today. She's asking for you. She needs your powers to keep everyone safe.
Jade is leading help into Alma from elsewhere in Athena. We're bringing the food and supplies we need to keep fighting MK. This is unexpected timing, but...
I'll be there.
I guess I don't have much time now. Alright, Polly. This one is send Omar to help. Truth. Next step will be difficult without his help. Or... Bond. Nora needs my help. She is taking care of the prescience. That one leads to a revelation by the looks of it. I'm gonna go that one. Nora needs our help. While Omar leaves, I check on Nora to see if everything's okay.
Hey, the prescients aren't doing well. They're weak from what MK and Ursula did. They're underfed too, and they badly need medicine, painkillers, anything to help them recover. Can you bring some? Oh, and when you see Jade, make sure nothing happens to her. To anyone. Alright?
I'll do my best.
She opens her arms and wraps me up in a quick but heartfelt hug. My sister has really taken her duty to the prescients to heart. Okay. Bring the prescients medicine. Bliss, don't you want to do something nice for your sister while you can? Okay. Then we would... Wait, can I do this? Do I have a bliss crystal? No! Conditions are that you have a bliss crystal. I don't have one. Can I get one? And come back? Oh no! I don't... Oh no. Because that's rubbish. Literally can't do that. That sucks. I thought I was going to be able to do that. Okay. I didn't look at the conditions. Balls. Hopefully we're able to do it after, I don't know. I don't know if we can, but... I head out to meet Jade. She's exactly where she said she'd be, and waves as I hurry over. Could have min-maxed the rainbow girl. Well, Bond was more my style, but, well, it is what it is. We chat a bit about Nora and how she's doing, the Naiads, and how the prescients have settled in. Then, we move to the topic at hand.
A new batch of people want to cross over. Every day, more people want to try to switch sides and join us, hoping things will get better if we win.
She falls silent and gestures for me to follow her into a covered alley. We duck in, and then I hear it, a high-pitched whirring overhead. The sound hovers in place for a few seconds before moving along. The pitch warps as it flies out of earshot.
Those drones aren't supposed to be out until nightfall. We should be careful. Soldiers are everywhere too. See, this is why I asked for you. We have people on MK's side of town willing to help us, but that won't prevent things from going south.
Okay. Hey Dr. Bright, how's it going? Maybe the end, but it's not the end.
I have some errands to run. Perhaps I can find something to help.
Maybe, but be careful. Don't get sidetracked. Every minute counts.
Things are getting really tense. Can I do this yet? No. Okay, so it looks like this one I can't do. That's got a timer. Okay, so I guess it's this one or this one. This is the only way. Wait, where do I go? Hold on. This is the only way to get what we need. Have 2 bond crystals, which I don't have. Have a truth crystal, don't have. Gain a chaos crystal, so we can do that one, which is infiltrate MK's territory. It's risky for you, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Scout ahead and see if anything looks odd. And this one we can't do, I don't think. It's inevitable, it must be played to unlock the other nodes. Gain a power crystal. Can't do that one. Okay. This one would gain as a power crystal. That one's... Hold on. No, it's not. This one. Alma's charity. Ask for food. Ask for medicine. Give something in return. Oh, so it kind of forces you down this path, but if you go the chaos route, you would go here. Do your best, Harmony. Every journey must come to an end. Gain 10 truth crystals. It's a bit scary. Can you rely on others for that? Feel how united Alma is. Oh man. Okay, well I can't do these two because those I don't have the conditions for that, so it's literally this one or this one. And then when if I went to this one, I'd have to choose between food or medicine. Oh, that's a yikes, dude. I mean, I've kind of been avoiding going Chaos's way for so long. If I infiltrate, like, something could happen to me, but if I go this way, then I can at least get medicine. Even though our food is like, the prescients that are ill right now need medicine and food. Like, I can't get them both by the looks of it. But this way is totally different. Like, go home. So if I go this way, this happens. This revelation happens. I do kind of want to know what it is. It gives you 10 truth crystals. Not that I can see anything up here. This is all blocked out. You know what? I think I might take the risk and go with Chaos this time. I wasn't sure about it, but day 2 of the previous nodes to unlock. Oh, well then I think I get to do 2. Maybe? Try this. I'm unsure. We head to one of the many barricades around Alma. This one is unmanned. Within moments, Jade and a few supporters have cleared a hole for me to slip through. Although I can fit, it's not comfortable. Asphalt scrapes my knees and palms. Cold concrete presses in on me as I crawl through the tiny passage. I scan the area. There are soldiers here, a few hibernating drones, but nothing out of the ordinary. I report back to the others as the group seeking passage emerges from the shadows on the MK side of the barricade. Okay. Look how it's got like the chaos swirlies around it. That's kind of cool. Oh, what is it? Hold on. Oh, I can do this? No, I can't. I don't have a bliss crystal. Oh. Because with this, you have to have done... I can't do that. Alright, let's do this. I head out into the city. There's a collection of stores that provide for those in need. There's no catchy name. It's just called the Association. It's our only hope right now. I mean, Laszlo's garden can feed a few of us, but not the crowd we're currently dealing with. As I approach the first shop, I feel embarrassed. The other people here look in far worse shape than I do. Shame washes over me. Everything the Association provides to me is something it can't provide to them. How did things end up like this? Not just for me, for everyone here. Atina is a wealthy enough place, modern. There should be more than enough to go around. A drone buzzes overhead in counterpoint to my own conclusion. There's enough to go around. Those on top have taken it for their own. I grind my nails into my palms, gulp down my emotions, and step forward. I mostly need food and medicine, but things are rationed as much as possible. This is where we have to choose between food or medicine. This is difficult to say and harder to hear, but everyone needs to eat. Or we can gain a bliss crystal and get medicine. Oh, and then that would give us the bliss for this? Because I think I can still get into this if I have one. Well, we'll try it. I might not, but I would quite like to try. Go for medicine then. Nora's told me about the debilitating effects that MK's research has had on some of the prescients. Migraines, balance issues, stomach ulcers, lingering side effects, pain. Medicine. That's my priority. Woman behind the counter smiles warmly as I arrive at the head of the queue. She inquires about my day, lightly, gently. She knows not to pry. I smile and reel off some general platitudes. When she asks what I need, I point to the medicine cabinet. Nora will be glad to know we at least have something to help the prescients. Okay, let me see if this will let me do this. I have one bliss crystal. Yes! Woohoo! I head back to the Naiads, medicine in my bag, reassuringly heavy. When I get back, I remember we had some headache pills in the bathroom. It certainly couldn't hurt to offer them to the prescients, given all they've been through. I rifle through a few drawers, pull out some old prescriptions, long since past their expiration dates. In one of the boxes, I spot antihistamines for Laszlo's coconut allergy. I can still see his face. Of all the things to be allergic to, it had to be my favourite food. He was pissed. You could always tell when his cravings got the better of him when he'd emerge from the kitchen covered in hives, complaining about his luck. I shake the thought from my head. Not the right time. I find the meds I'm looking for stuffed behind a misplaced bag of baking soda. None of this will cure the prescience of their symptoms, but it should help with the pain. Okay. So now, can I do this bit? I need to complete this. Give something in return. People ablaze. Yes, it's called Harmony, yep. I ask if there's anything they need. I brought anything I could think of that we could spare. The woman smiles again and assures me it's not necessary. I insist in turn. She looks over the items I brought with me. Tools, toys, a few trinkets. There's a large portion of my childhood in these bags. I swallow any clinging nostalgia. I don't need them anymore, but someone else might. She takes the toys for the children, she says, and a few tools. Her roof is leaking, she tells me. This will help. I feel better. Now I can fool myself into thinking this was a trade rather than charity. It's a lie, but a convenient one. Okay. Fundraiser or bond, they share what they can because it's they'll not fear if it'll taken from them, or truth, there's not just the friendly faces, there's belief in what you say. People are with us or a fundraiser. I mean both basically unlock this one by the looks of it. But depending on which one you pick impacts these two. The cause of diversion is for that one. Wait, if I want, wait, yeah. So if I go with this side, I can cause a diversion. If I go for this side, we can have corrupt soldiers. Feel how united Alma is. Can you rely for others for that? Cause a diversion. Eek. And it also impacts this up here, whatever these hidden nodes are. Okay. Yikes. Let's see. One crystal. Truth crystal. I feel like I want to go with the bigger picture. So I'm gonna go with people are with us. And then that will give us this one, which is feel how united Alma is. And then they'll have this hidden node up here once we get this revelation done. Alright, let's try it and see what happens. There's so much that could differ here. As I go to leave, I spot some people I recognise from Laszlo's bar. They offer me sympathy and solidarity. They tell me they're behind us. They say there are others who demand justice for everything MK has done, and that if we need anything, they'll help any way they can. We just have to ask. At least we're not alone. I thank them again and again. It helps so much to feel that people are rooting for us. So This will lose a truth crystal here, but it's inevitable. Music sure lives up to the game's name. Agreed. This one, I don't know if this, I still don't think this is available, is it? Oh, that one is available. That's an inevitable node. I didn't think I'd be able to do that one. What does this one do? Echoes of gunfire, too close for comfort. People are fighting. We don't have the power to calm the situation. We don't have the power to hold out indefinitely against MK either. Have we been betrayed? Sorry, betrayed? Was this a trap? We can't know for sure, but we have to act now and hope for the best. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay. I can't do that one. Can I do this one? Nope. This one? Wait, am I stuck doing this one? Oh my god, I am. I miscalculated! Omar's here. I see him whispering a plan to a group of supporters. Before I can ask what's happening, all hell breaks loose. Oh no! The group scatters, pulling on masks while hooting and hollering. Others join in, and soon the whole street is a mass of bodies and sound. The troops nearby have snapped to alert, but they don't know where to look. Jade's safe passage just became safer. It's still true. We can count on Alma to have our backs. Whoa, okay, cool. That wasn't so bad actually. Here we go. The handoff is quick and it's tense. We open the barricade just long enough for them to pass. And just as we close it, MK's private militia crashes against it in full gear. People run to brace it up. Jade and Omar are furious.
That was less than ideal.
Sloppy. That was a real risk.
Before we can say more, the crowd seethes, displacing us with another rush to the barricade. After a few minutes, Yana emerges from their midst and approaches me.
Dude, what a day. Up for a hug? Yes, please. But quickly.
One brief but very tight hug later.
Feels stupid to ask, but how's everything? Not great.
I was gonna say, not good.
Right, gotcha.
We do have plenty of space at the Naiads, at least. They're always open to you, you know.
Oh, me? Wow. What will the neighbors say?
They smile mischievously. At least something positive might come of all this. Okay. Revelation time. We go home. Oh boy. I return home with a couple of people who need a place to stay. Yana's one of them. As we travel, we make sure to stay out of sight of all drones. Ursula meets us as we enter the Naiads.
Good to see everyone here in one piece.
Mother, you remember Yana? They'll be staying here as well.
At last we meet again. Do make yourself at home, Yana. Your assistance has been very much appreciated.
Thanks. I try.
I smile at Yana's out of character formality. They notice and elbow me gently in the ribs. They're so cute together. While Yana and the others get settled, I start to work, doing small tasks here and there. I want to make myself useful, help everyone here. Nora keeps me company as I roam the Naiads. giving me a running commentary on what I've missed while I was out. She holds my flashlight a few times too. By the end of the night, I'm exhausted, but I feel a sense of accomplishment. We made it through another day. Would you guys be interested in me doing, like, me playing and doing, like, a reading of The House of Fata Morgana? I do have that game on the Switch, and I never finished it when I first tried to play it, because it was a lot of reading, but I think I'm a little bit more experienced with a lot of reading now. Like, if you like the fact that, if you like me, like, kind of, like, doing a little bit of storytelling with you guys, rather than, like, action stuff, we can maybe do that, like, once a week or something. Let me know! Okay, so... can I do this? I can do this. And then we got a choice here. This one is have a power crystal. I do have a power crystal. No idea what it is, but sure. It's a visual novel game. It's supposed to be fantastic, and I've never finished it. I never finished it, and I feel so sad that I never did it. I literally read the start, and it was a lot of reading, and I had to stop, but I've considered going back to it. I was actually just going to play it my own time, but I don't know if you guys would be interested in it. Alright, let's see what this is. What goes around comes around. Actions have consequences. My heart aches knowing that people are suffering because of us, but MK is at the root of it all. Personally, I would enjoy it as I could listen to it while doing other stuff and not really miss any gameplay. Yeah, it's kind of like having like an audiobook. Like, I mean, I don't have to stream it if you guys would rather it be like just like a video or something. I don't mind that. So if you don't like want if you don't want the flow to be interrupted, I mean, like I could just do a recording rather than doing a stream of it, because streams can be a little bit harder, especially because certain times with a visual novel it can feel like quite slow paced. But if you do it instead of kind of like an audiobook where you can see it if you want, but the flow isn't interrupted by like people coming in or subs and stuff like that, like it would just literally be kept going at a decent pace, so if I took a break you wouldn't notice because I would cut it out, kind of thing. Maybe we do that instead. I don't know, something to think about. The coming days will be harsh, but the people who were generous to us don't regret it. But unless something miraculous happens, the situation can only get more desperate. How long can we help each other before we can make an impossible choice? Or we have to make an impossible choice, rather. Okay. Which one do we go with here? Have one chaos crystal, have one power crystal. Oh, we can take one or the other. This one is more repression in Alma. Truth. How will you share the truth and organize now? Or this one, which is attack on the block. Truth. Pray that everyone will return safely. Tomorrow will soon come and you will start again. Oh, interesting. It would be something similar to the bedtime stories thing. Yeah, it would be longer though, because Fata Morgana is a fairly big game, but yeah, it would be something similar. Yeah, it's just instead of me editing it in such a way that I add like ASMR stuff into it, the game would have it all built in. If you guys, like, seriously, I don't really get a lot of feedback for stuff that I do. You fancy Fata Morgana? I did, remember? I really was interested in playing it. I don't get a lot of feedback with some of my content, so I never know if something works or not. Like the ASMR story time stuff that I was doing, I didn't know if it was working for people. And I would do more. I just get nervous that when I try something, if I don't get feedback, then I'm like, ah, maybe I shouldn't do it. But I like to try new things and see what sticks. I'm a bit of a chameleon like that. I like trying different things. Also, hi Pyro. More repression or more attack on the block. Ugh. I guess if people like it, they'll react. I guess. But how do you, like, how do you know that without feedback? Because like, it's not like I have a huge audience, right? So it's like, how do you know? I guess as well, with it being a video, it's hard to know because what if you don't like market it right and stuff? It could be hard. Yeah, it's definitely hard. Definitely hard. There's a lot of learning to be done, and I'm just doing what makes me happy. If it interests me, then I hope that it should. Like, listen, if it interests me, then surely it interests other people, right? And that's the whole point of it. I guess the only implicit feedback is view count. Maybe. It's one part, I guess. Okay, let's go. Very bad at giving feedback. In fact, I need to go back and like your P5 videos and watch while I'm lying in bed for the past week. Oh god. It's not going anywhere, so you can watch whenever you like. There's an audience for any of your projects, just depends if it reaches people. Yeah, I found that the stuff that I do right now, there is an audience for it and people do enjoy it. And when people do have eyes on it, I get good feedback. It's just finding the right audience and finding their eyes kind of thing. And on the different platforms, it varies how people find you. Like Twitch is hard for discoverability, right? Let's be honest, we've known this for years. Twitch is like almost impossible to be found on unless you are very high in a directory. But I couldn't apply for a certain sponsorship today because I didn't reach 15 average viewers on Twitch, and I was like, I don't look at my stats, right? So I normally don't bother. But I was like, I can't even apply for that. Like, what? Like, so discoverability on Twitch is hard. So you have to really like work on other ways, other places for people to find you, like TikTok and YouTube and all that stuff. And they have their own ways of working and their own algorithm, you know. So it can be very hard to try and figure out each one. And even find my eyes feels around here. What's up, Metalhead? But you know, I'm continuing to do what I want and what I think is interesting or fun. And if you guys enjoy it and more people enjoy it, then that's amazing to me. You know, amazing. Oh, I was annoyed at the start of Stream Pyro because when I did my stream checks at the very beginning on your PC, your Twitch was showing ads on my channel despite being a tier 3 lifetime sub. I was so annoyed. Like, how is it that you're getting ads? You shouldn't be getting ads. Rome? Yeah, but you shouldn't, still you shouldn't be getting ads. Because you're a sub. Oh, that's your other account? Oh, that's your bot account. Well, that explains everything then. I didn't realize. Thank you for telling me. I appreciate it. At least now I know and I don't have to be pissed off at Twitch. At least not for that. Fair enough, fair enough. It's all good. Right. Let's pick a consequence here. Does this matter? I don't think it matters. Well, it does, but I more mean the direction. It doesn't. We got a chaos crystal, and I feel like we should use it, but I never get to use power crystal. Let's try this. During the day, we can all hear the gunfire and the shouting. People are fighting to attack the barricades and to defend them. The overall energy at the Naiads is somber and reserved. Nora and Yana, feeling guilty, try to lighten the mood and Ursula eventually joins in. Nora can sometimes bring that out in her. When Omar and Jade return, they're short of breath and clearly exhausted.
We're back.
In one piece, though it was a near thing.
Yeah, Chrome is my YouTube focus browser and Firefox is my Twitch focus. God, right, okay, got you. Makes sense, makes sense.
It was ugly out there today.
They don't say it, but I can hear it nonetheless. I should have done better. That odd, but works for me. That's fair. I'll do what works for you. But work isn't too bad, Pyro. I'm period giving feedback, because I just want you to enjoy the content you create. Oh yeah, like, to be fair, right? I'm not expecting people to do it, right? Because to me, I get enough feedback. The fact that you guys come back each stream, that to me is a huge deal. Like, that tells me a lot. It means I'm doing something right. So I'm not expecting like a full page survey or anything like, but I guess if you like something, just go, hey, that was cool, Rogue. if you want, you don't have to. But yeah, the fact that you're here, even if you never talk, that's all good. Anyway, must jet fighting with management, which is fun. Oh, you can tell me about that later. You got this. Love your content, love your face. Aww. Love your face too, Pyro. I'll see you when you're home. That night, MK booms an announcement out through every loudspeaker across the island. All of Atina will be punished for the existence of the Alma commune. Whoa, that's serious. There will be a curfew. Every person outside after 8:30 PM will be arrested. Gathering of more than 8 persons in a public space are now forbidden. No exceptions. The police will be authorised to control every individual they deem suspect. Arrest them or engage their service weapons if needed. In other words, martial law. Don't they realise they're creating more resentful people? Or do they just not care? I guess when you're willing to crush human lives under your boots, you don't have any moral fibre left. That's fucked up, dude. So, and now I go here. Hard to feel, not to feel responsible. Everyone's a bit stunned by the day. We drift around like ghosts, processing everything that's just happened. It's hard not to think this is our fault. Hey Mike, how's it going? Thanks for the pets. Nora and Ursula have been considering how to keep helping the prescients, and Jade and Omar are wondering how to keep bringing people and supplies into Alma.
At this rate, I'm even willing to say a prayer. Not certain who will hear it, especially with the revelation of Reverie, but it can't hurt.
Reminds me of the Choose Your Own Adventure book that I would always die in. Yeah, like the Choose Your Own Adventure books were cool. It's okay, how's you? Yeah, I'm alright. I've had a bit of a weird day, but yeah, it's been alright. I'm alright. We're just trying to finish Reverie, or rather, Harmony. Soon, Omar will have to open his shop for the day. Money's still needed. Yana wants to help as well, but it's clear they're not quite at ease here yet. We have a little chat. It's nothing deep, and I can tell they have something on their mind they aren't telling me about, but I give them time. If they need to tell me anything, they know where I am. The more people work together, the more I feel warmth returning to the Naiads. We may not have a lot, but it's enough. MK won't stop. And if Alma surrenders, MK won't be kind to those who stood against it. Somehow, we have to keep challenging them. As if we weren't overwhelmed enough. I remember there's still a lot to do today. Repair a sink, change a light bulb, move furniture around to make some more space. Small stuff, but it adds up. Dating Yana yet? No, but she's moved into the Naiads with us. I am so exhausted. It feels like an eternity since I came back to Athena looking for Ursula. Things have only become more complex and uncertain since then. I just want to shower and sleep. But there's one last thing I should probably do. Meet with the aspirations. No doubt that they'll expect to hear from me directly at this point. If I try to sleep, strange dreams will wake me before I can manage any rest. Dreams of mangrove roots, of chiptunes, rippling water and colourful flames. No time like the present. I cradle my medallion between my hands. Oh boy. We never got to share a kiss with Yana, that's right. Damn it, we missed our chance. Here we go. Back at the Nexus. Ooh, I know, right? Reverie is holding its breath against what's to come. I think of what's happened already. I think of how uncertain the future is for both of our realms.
How are you feeling?
To be honest, horrible. Drained.
Laszlo's dead. Yana's been targeted by MK. Jade's been taking risks. Ursula's determined to go to war. Nora's in danger. Omar's struggling. Athena's eyes are on us. And I can't help but wonder how much of this is my fault. I'm starting to wonder if I should just stop. But that's wishful thinking. I felt worse. Sorry. I inserted that right in for my brain for no reason. I've felt these doubts before. The only way to the future is forward. But I'm hurting. We're all hurting. And I need the aspirations to care. If I can't tell them how I feel, how can I make the choices I need to make? Okay. So we need to play 2 nodes to get to the next part. Okay. This one is open up about brittle truth. Don't not long now, so it's difficult. It was difficult to have an impact of your world. Do not say things you will regret. Bond. Talk about reverie. I'm sorry we did not make you feel welcomed and appreciated. We will do better. And stop talking. I have to bottle up my feelings. What good will it do to unleash them? I feel like... Why would you say this? Why would you not say this? Like, this one puts us to there and then straight up here. That feels like a very extreme thing to do, which is not to talk. Like, don't bottle them up. But I have to play 2, so we have to talk about these both, I think. Let's start with bonds and see what happens. The aspirations manipulated me, tried to pressure me. They keep talking and talking inside my skull, pulling me to their reality whenever they see fit. They hurt each other. They lie. They're trapped in an endless contest. As these thoughts race through my mind, I make no effort to keep them private. Let them see. Let them understand. I hope.
All of you. You're not good for each other. Or your own world. The terrible vision I saw told me that much. Are our realms really meant to be symbiotic?
Hold up. What are you saying?
Oh, this is why they say to never meet your heroes, darling. It's natural to be disillusioned.
You're correct that Reverie is imperfect and fallible. Indeed, brittle in its way. Your skepticism is not unwarranted, but neither is it productive at this stage.
That's not fair. She's telling them how she feels. You can't say it's unproductive. She has to get it out. You know? This VN is kind of different from most, isn't it? That most don't allow you to see the separate paths you can follow. Really haven't played this any before, but others I've seen you have to remember your choices and pick other options for different routes. Yeah, I think sometimes depending on how it's set up, some visual novels are very much cut and dry where you have to follow a path and it like doesn't show you what the options are. You kind of have to just deal with it, and like you say, you have to remember your options or whatever. And then you've got others where you kind of have to, like, for example, the Nonary games. That's a visual novel which you have to play every route to get to the end, you know? So you have to see every choice. You don't have to necessarily remember every choice, but it helps because it's a mystery, so you're putting the pieces together. But with this, and very much choices matter, like this feels like choices really do matter. And I've played enough choices matter games to know this game has made me stop and go, I don't really know if I am happy to proceed, because I don't like, it feels bigger, it feels more impactful, and when a story does that to me, it's like that's a big sign that it's a very good storytelling game. But yeah, this definitely does feel slightly different from any other that I've played in recently, at least. Okay. I mean, we're not gonna stop talking, we're just gonna well, this is hard because we can stop talking at this point, right? And go here, which we don't know anything about. This is hidden. And don't go here. This is a revelation of I'll leave, which is an inevitable node. This one is I'll stay, which is also an inevitable node. They're both inevitable, but this has a revelation tag to it. And then, but with this one, if we just stop talking, we go straight up here. One of these. So I feel like I want the revelation. I feel like we get it all out, see what happens, and then see if we want to stay or do we want to go. And if we go, we get this revelation. But I don't know how that impacts everything else. I feel like if we leave, it's giving up. Hard. I need to open up to the aspirations about what's going on in Brittle. It's affecting me more than I can cope with.
We're mourning, Laszlo. MK is targeting us, and they're hurting almost everyone on the island. They've tortured the Prescients. All over Atina, people are in pain, and they're hurting each other. Brittle is doing badly. And Reverie hasn't helped as much as I hoped.
Such a situation requires more than hope.
Well, at least I tried.
This is our oracle. We must not dismiss her concerns.
Thank you, Bond. Jeez. Always Bond to come bring the freaking logic to everything. I can still do that, but we've already... Let's go here. Call to reality. They all look at me so somberly. It's like a cold shower.
You have expressed doubts in the past, but we see now that we failed to cast them away.
Aspirations are not gods, nor are we omniscient. We have our limitations as humans do.
There's gotta be something we can still do, right? To make it even?
If Reverie is forsaken, Brittle will never endure.
Desperation oozes through every word and every pause and silence. They're trying to make me stay. Hey Kentucky, welcome in.
This isn't the end, darling.
So many voices, so many ideas, all collected without harmony. They talk like they're afraid that if they let up for a moment, I'll leave.
It's up to her.
The moment has come. If I decide to leave, I'll forsake the role of Oracle. I'll break the link between Reverie and Brittle. If I stay, I'll be placing my fate and that of my family in the hands of the aspirations. Oh, dude, really? This choice will change the future permanently. There's no going back. No, I don't know how I feel about this, man. This is a lot. Am I giving up on Reverie for good, or... Please, I need you, we need us. Together we can bring MK down and take our revenge. Dude. Oh, that's hard. You just do a should I stay or should I go now joke. Should I stay or should I go now? It will be trouble. Anyway, well, literally that's the question. Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay and hopefully be able to take revenge on MK and bring them down, maybe risk my entire family? Or do I leave and potentially we cut the Reverie and Brittle off from each other, and I don't know how that has consequences for MK, but I don't know if it's going to do good for anyone. The song pretty much fits the situation, I know. I know. It's like, this is hard either way. Like, this is gonna have consequences no matter what happens. What do you guys think? Should we stay or should we go? And I'm not gonna take your answers as what I think. I'm just gonna see where you guys would lie. I'm not necessarily picking the same, even though there only is 2 options. Well, I look at my blood sugars. My things arrived. Alright, actually, give me a second. I've got a delivery I need to pick up. 2 seconds. Sometimes you just gotta take care of number one before thinking of others. Yeah, well, you should be doing that anyway. Staying far away from that choice. I'm the type that would try and find a way to sort all of it. I'd probably stay. But I'd be curious to see if the other path would lead. Yeah. I know. Got myself... I had to order a knee brace to try and help with my knee pain. I'm hoping that it helps. Fingers crossed. Seconds. Unfortunately, to actually put it on properly, I need to take my leggings off. Anyway, so choice. Fuck, I don't know what to pick. I don't know what to pick. This is hard. I think I'm gonna pick stay and see what happens. Oh. Then we don't get this revelation. I guess we just have to live with it. Alright, let's do it. Fuck. They've eased my worries, at least for now.
All right. I've decided. I'll stay.
I can't say I know exactly what you're going through, but you have my sympathy, darling.
This feels like the wrong decision.
I was MK's prisoner and I was freed. I see you yearn for your freedom as well. You may yet find it here.
At least, I'm not alone.
I have a family, a community, in Atina, and in Reverie. Oh boy. Alright, hold on, I'm gonna put this thing on because it's actually very comfortable. Blah. I need to take it off because I was putting it over my clothes, but actually I need to put it under. So give me a minute till I get this thing off and then put it underneath. Blah. Good thing you guys can't see me in my pants. The aspirations are too important to the game. Whether which choice you pick, I'm sure Reverie would have worked itself out somehow. Think? I don't know, man. I mean, maybe. They were in a bit of a bind before like when the game started. They were not really... They weren't in a good spot because of the previous Oracle, which was her mum, Ursula. You're wearing pants in this cold weather? Yeah, well, pants to me are underwear, so you don't see my underwear. Wah. I've got, what do you call it? I have leggings on because they're nice and comfy for wearing around the house. But I need this, I really need this knee brace to help with my knee, with my peripheral tear that I've got. So it's comfortable enough. See how it goes. Anyway, I guess we go to the end of the chapter. Oh boy. Whoa. Oh my. Okay. Let's go. Alright, how big is this one? Oh, jeez. Alright, this is pretty big as well. Does that mean you are legging it? Let's just say yes. Alright. Let's get into this one. Back to zero stuff. Get your hydration on, everyone. I need to get mine on. Hydration. There's so much noise in my head these days. Ursula's MK lawsuit, the aspirations urging me to choose a heart, the potential futures laid out before me like a board game. Hydrate myself with coffee. I wanted coffee, but I don't want to go downstairs. Wait, I thought streamers didn't have legs. Dude, I definitely have legs. I for sure have legs. Hold on. Whoa! Taboo, go away, go away a second. Where's he? There he goes. It has legs. Now it has good legs. It has good legs. You know? Everyone else is nervous too. Stepping outside the naiads, a group of prescients have suggested we take a walk and head to the beach. Random Gaming News: Rockstar Game parent company Take-Two has filed a lawsuit against Alan Wake devs Remedy over its R logo. Oh, for fuck's sake. Seriously? It's a freaking logo. Does it look the same? Does it look the same? Because, I mean, it's one thing if it looks the same, but if it doesn't, then... You're gonna strain your eyes without your glasses. I've got them, don't worry. I got some. I'm good. These are all legs. Yes, legs for days. Take-Two are absolute twats. They are? I don't know anything about them. I don't really pay attention to stuff like that. It may be a good idea. Take everyone's thoughts off of all that's happened. But my mind is elsewhere. As everyone's getting ready to go, Omar approaches me.
I think now is a good time to try boosting morale. Right before battles, great leaders often tell stories or make influential speeches.
Right, it must be those pre-Vtuber streamers that don't... Yeah, those flesh tubers don't have legs. Some Vtubers don't have legs too, but, you know, I do.
I'm not a leader. And definitely not a great one.
May I remind you that you're the only one in touch with Reverie? Your scope of action is much larger than everyone else's. I don't doubt that it's uncomfortable, but people look to you for a reason.
I don't know how to answer that. I nod along as he produces a scrap of paper from his jacket and shows me a fragment of text. It's a brief excerpt from an old Oxian legend. Just 4 lines.
It's about the darkest days of Athena. A time when the Oxion civilization was on the brink of collapse. I think we should try sharing it with people.
Someone is calling us from outside. It's time to go. They have all types of... they are the types that promote gambling in games that are rated child friendly. I see. Okay, so this side... I'll find a way to change the world. Stepping away from being harmony. This one, let's dive in. And this one, stepping away from being harmony. Wait. But I can only do this one. By the looks of it. Because we never stepped away. Continued to stay and be harmony. So these 2 routes are cut off to us. By the time we step outside, the crowd has begun to drift towards the beach. It is gratifying seeing everyone together after all that's happened. The wind picks up a little, carrying the chatting and laughter far and wide. The poem Omar gave me is abstract. From what I can make out, it speaks of dark days for Athena, but also for Reverie.
There was a war? In Reverie?
Apparently. It doesn't go into details, but it seems the fall of the Oxion culture set something off across the divide. The aspirations turned on each other. It was quite brutal, it seems.
They never told me.
I guess they didn't want to heap any more pressure on you.
Me?
You. The Oracle. They couldn't find a way to end the conflict, so they created the first Oracle.
Oh.
In turn, the Oracle chose a new heart, and the war ended.
Oh. He smiles. There's an almost wistful gleam in his eyes. Something like nostalgia.
Of course, until this week, I thought it was all a metaphor. A parable on trust or something.
There's a giggle at the back of my mind, and Chaos appears striding alongside us.
And here I was, thinking all copies of that little ditty were destroyed. I'll have to tell Power. It'll send him loopy.
Omar sighs, gently plucks the paper from my hand, and reads.
It ends with the aspirations vowing to help Athena in return for the Oracle's aid. Sounds familiar.
It sure does.
I see what you're doing.
Me?
You. Maybe it would do everyone some good. To hear that what we're going through has happened before.
Maybe.
And that everything turned out okay.
That's why stories exist, right? Community. A way to share experiences and to shape the collective imagination. To inspire.
We've reached the beach. There's a good amount of people here. It's easy to forget how many there are at the Naiads, with all its rooms and hidey holes. But, spread out before us, yeah, there's a lot of people.
You coming?
Yeah. Just give me a minute.
I take his hand and pull the Oxian poem loose.
I think I'm going to go straight to the source on this one.
He huffs in playful jealousy before removing his loafers and setting out across the sand.
Come on. I know you're there.
Oh, no fair. You cheated. All those powers of yours.
Oracle? Comes with a title. You were listening?
Only a bit. Well, a lot.
Want to tell me about it?
I don't know. The others might get all moody. They don't like talking about it. It's all ancient history this, and water under the bridge that.
I look out across the beach. There's a few fires going out, but there's a sense of restlessness, a fidgety tension. The laughter from earlier has ceased.
Then again, perhaps a story might not be the worst idea.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Time to be inspirational. Oh boy. Okay, so this one, I tried to negotiate a truce. Again a glory crystal, again a bond crystal. This one, chaos, nothing really. Node is inevitable to be played as unlocked other nodes. Gain a bliss, gain a chaos. And then this one, power, it was foolish to think I would just sit there and wait. Gain a power, gain a truth. I think I have to do this one. It says play 2 previous nodes to unlock, so I think we have to do this one, and then it's going to make us pick one of these. I want to try this, but let's see. Nah, doesn't let me see. And then same with this one. Yeah, go to this one. Dude. I decide to just roll with it. Play it by ear. With help, of course. Answer your question, the logos are both stylized, and in my opinion, very different. Fair enough. Omar gathers the crowd together. With waving arms and a fair amount of theatrics, he tells them that I'm going to speak. I'm going to tell a story. They actually seem excited.
The stage is yours.
He steps aside flamboyantly, and I moved to the head of the group. There really are a lot of people here.
Hi, everyone. And so, this is an old Oxion story that Well, I think it might be just what we all need right now.
Oh, let me tell it. Do go on, I'm ever so good.
Fine, I think. But we need something inspirational. Something pragmatic.
Pragmatic is my middle name. Not really, of course. It's Suzanne.
He's funny.
At first, there was nothing.
As starts go, that's pretty absolute.
At first, there was nothing.
Very nice, good diction. There was nothing for a very long time indeed. And then, there was me. Chaos was born!
Does everyone at Island know the aspirations and reverie? No. Well, our immediate group do. I don't remember actually if we told the others. I don't think so. I know Ursula basically told the story of what's happened and that she's bringing a lawsuit to MK. That's his. I don't think we actually told everybody the whole truth about it. Yeah, Toys R Us do have that label, yeah. Mike, you always manage to distract us with gaming news when we're in the middle of a story. I repeat the line, editing on the hoof.
The first aspiration born from humanity. You see, we're not creators, we're not gods. We're concepts. Your concepts, made real by the collective subconscious.
My audience looks a little confused about where this is going, but it's too late to back out now.
As the first Homo sapiens looked out into the world, all they saw was chaos, unrest, freedom, unlimited possibility. From that possibility came me.
There's a hint of pride there. That they were the first.
I helped them make sense of the world, embrace the limitless, appreciate the boundless potential.
Then I came along.
I stumble over my words, restart the sentence, and rephrase Bliss's addition to the tale.
I taught humanity how amazing community could be. How sticking together made everything a little bit nicer, you know?
Aww.
Every time you lot take a new turn, one of us lot is born.
Chaos and bliss, the first aspirations. It's hard to imagine a time when all humanity had was freedom and happiness.
And for a long time, it was just the two of us, wasn't it, you little gremlin?
No.
That's right.
Cute.
I was the warm fire after a hunt, or a newborn's first squeal.
Aww.
And I was the growl in the night, the open plain ready to be explored.
The crowd are back on board. Some are even leaning in to hear me better.
And after that, well...
Well, indeed. Things may have gotten a little out of hand.
Oh? What happened? I opened my eyes. I hadn't realized that I'd closed them. Everyone's silent. Everyone's looking at me. Chaos and bliss are there, but so are all the rest. Whose version of the story do I want to tell? What? So, we can go bond or we can go power. Dude, oh man. Let power speak, let bond tell the story. Oh god. Shit. So it says with bond, I tried to negotiate a truce. But it says with power, it was foolish to think I would just sit there and wait. With the bond side, we gain a glory and a bond crystal. But with power side, we also gain, along with a power crystal, a truth crystal. It almost makes me think that with Power's side, we would get more truth. I don't know if that's factual. But we won't be going there. Unlock a secret. This one is almost wrong in you. Yikes. I'm gonna go with Bond because Bond is the basically how I've like if we look at where is it? Act overview and then where augural. No, where is it? Oh, can I not see my heart overview? My heart flow? No. I've basically been going with Bond pretty much solidly through the whole game. Let's do this. I trust Bond to tell the most empathetic version of the story. The version everyone could use right now.
The War of the Aspirations. It began... I cannot say how it began. Several have claimed the title of instigator, but the first blood was drawn between chaos and power.
Oh shit.
That doesn't surprise me.
No, it really doesn't.
In a sense, it was inevitable. By our very nature, we attract opposition. Chaos desired greater freedom for Reverie, and so they hoped to abolish the heart. Power disagreed.
Could have seen that coming.
His army lay siege to the labyrinth of chaos.
Army? Power mentioned something about an army before.
With enough egregor, we are able to conjure familiars, or split ourselves into 1,000 willing facets. Power used both.
Wow.
The chaos laid their traps well, and their trickery ate away at Power's advance.
They say truth is often the first casualty of war. And so it almost was for us. They attempted to break the deadlock, on whose side I cannot recall, and they paid a heavy price. For my own part, I tried to stem the tide of hostility, but no one would listen. Those were dark days indeed.
He sighs and falls silent. I'm not sure what to say. Before I come to any conclusions, I see glory fade into view.
It was rather horrid. You saw what happened. When you rescued me from that misery pit and removed the Heart of Reverie. All hell broke loose. We were all afraid it was only a matter of time until the fighting broke out again.
Reverie and Brittle are mirrors. The state of one affects the other. And in the island of Atina, we found the keystone between the two realms.
Oh.
Was it we who caused the downfall of the Oxyons? Or was it the waning of their culture that forced us to war?
Interesting. It's like chicken and the egg kind of thing.
Impossible to know. The bond between our realms is not a single strand, but an endless sea of connections.
Both dimensions are in a bad way right now, that's for certain. But where did the downturn start this time? With us and my mother's meddling? Or with the aspirations themselves? Was it MK? Or me?
That whole mess and this one are perfect examples of why we needed an oracle. When you can't rely on causality, at least you can get a second opinion.
Someone to choose the heart. Someone to help shape the direction of Reverie.
Someone to become the heart behind the heart. An observer and a guide.
Worked out pretty well, I'd say.
Okay. Interesting. Nora nudges me in the ribs.
Go on then. You've got them in the palm of your what's-it. Don't lose them. Maybe talk about the first Oracle. What were they like? Why did they choose who they chose?
Chaos interjects with a burst of laughter and jerks their thumb towards the other aspirations.
Good luck with that. Can't imagine you getting anything worth repeating out of this bunch. Or at least nothing coherent. Everyone's got an opinion.
It's like our story, isn't it? We did our part. Now it's up to you to bring it home.
But I don't know how the story ends.
Oh, it doesn't end. No stories end. They just peter out. Look, I can tell you this much. For every cycle of humanity, each time there's a big old change in your world, a new aspiration is born.
We're well overdue for a new one. Like, really, it's been ages.
Makes you think though, right? Say our world had aspirations, like the way that our planet is and the way that our society is now. We've had a big change, especially when it comes to capitalism and like technology and stuff like that. And climate change, global warming, it's like, what would the aspiration be that would be born from what's happening in the world right now? Not that I'm asking you to answer the question, I more mean like something to think about. It's very just thought-provoking. Have we really settled? Is this all humanity will ever be? I want to tell the crowd about the oracles, what they mean, what they're meant to do. But I'm not sure how to go on. Wing it? Or do I try and find out what really happened? Combination between plague and death? Maybe? I don't know. We've had that before though. Don't really know how it would, like, a new one was to be born, what it would be. But it would, does make you think though. Okay, so this one's closed off to us because the Naiads didn't stay at the fight. This one is closed off to us, I think, because we don't have a key. I'm so positive in my outlook. I know. Listen, I'm not always positive, but I get what you mean though. Ask the crowd's opinions. Truth, they will not sugarcoat things and they might provide some interesting perspectives. Or bond, one can only wonder, but pondering it will help you grieve and bring you closer together. Wait, I can't do that one. This one, right? Yeah. Good. None of them give me a key? Who could I have gotten that key? Where would it have gotten it from? Not even sure. Okay. What would Laszlo have said? Let's go with that. The crowd has fallen silent in solemn contemplation. As I look out over the many people gathered, something catches my eye. It's a light from the Naiads. Suddenly, Laszlo's there at the forefront of my mind. What sort of oracle would he have wanted me to become? Which aspiration would he have chosen to become the new heart? Ursula glides over to me and Nora.
You stopped. Is everything all right? Do you need to sit? A drink, perhaps?
I nod towards the Naiads and the lone light shining.
I must have left the pool light on. Blast.
Who would he have chosen?
I don't need to say his name. Ursula understands.
I don't know. Truly. But I know what he would have wanted them to stand for.
Kindness. Empathy.
Yeah.
Understanding.
Look at us. All of us. We've been through so much pain these past few weeks.
Her eyes dart over to Jade, and she sighs.
He'd have put an end to all that. Or stemmed the tide, at least. A world with more empathy. That's what he'd have wanted.
That's what I want! Ah, man, that's like... Dude. It's like... One of my biggest complaints is the amount of people that lack empathy. Because if you were more empathetic, there would be less shit happening in the world. Like, it's just... Empathy is one of those things that it hangs heavy on me just because, like, I myself, I'm quite, like, I feel very empathetic. Like, I can feel what other people feel, I get the vibes very easily. And I take on other people's feelings, which is horrible, because if they're not feeling good, then I get it too. But if someone's hurting or someone's sad or whatever, like, do we really need to be kicking them when they're down? Can we not help them? You know? Ursula places a hand on Nora's shoulder in agreement. These days, empathy is seen as something to be frowned upon. I don't understand why though. Because there's nothing wrong in empathy. You know? You're right though, because it's not funny, right? I say it, the funny thing is, but it's not funny. See, because I act in empathy, especially, no, you're right, it's online, especially online, I find that I'm looked at usually in two categories. Either I'm a pushover, because I'm kind to people, and I try to give people time of day and empathy, or I'm a weirdo, because people think I'm after something because I'm nice to them. And I'm like, I'm me. I'm just me. And I hate the fact that people who are empathetic are seen as like outsiders, basically. A good thing, but my full answer would not be proper for chat. I know. I'm not like, I would never change who I am as a person just because someone doesn't like the fact that I'm empathetic. Like, not at all. But it does make me sad that there's not more empathy in the world, because if we could understand and appreciate where other people are coming from, we wouldn't have half the shit that's going on in the world, you know? It would be a lot more peaceful. Where am I? Oh, here. I decide to consult the aspirations, despite their reluctance to dictate the end of this story. I just hope I don't look too odd back in Brittle. I open my eyes and they're all there, waiting. A mild version of the answer is that humans are stupid and selfish. Not all humans are. I think as a race we might be, but I think individuals aren't.
Who were the oracles? How did you choose them? Did you even choose at all? What do you want from me? Really?
The silence that follows is heavy, laced with unspoken thoughts. I see a few of the gathered figures cast anxious glances at one another.
So, nothing's changed, has it? I'll have to figure this out by myself.
I close my eyes again, imagining myself back in Brittle.
Harmony, wait!
Oh? My eyes fly open.
Don't call me that!
The truth is, we chose the first Oracle out of desperation.
We needed them.
We needed their guidance.
We needed an end to the war. An end we were unable to bring about ourselves.
So, that's all they were? A tool?
Initially, yes.
But then, well, we realized you're all right, you lot. Humanity.
You may not believe this, but it turned out we'd been so obsessed with our own affairs that we'd completely overlooked everything in Brittle.
And so the arrangement became permanent, and the Oracles became a guiding hand on the rudder of Reverie.
Not leaders, but advisors.
Major domos.
Producers.
Friends!
But what about me? What do you want from me?
That, I'm afraid, is up to you. What kind of Oracle you choose to become is not up to us. It is the very nature of the agreement that you continue as your own person.
Right? Right.
Is Romati welcome in? I mean, as a race, individuals can be intelligent, but not the species as a whole. You're legit. I close my eyes and I am back in Brittle. Who are these people? What do you mean, Cass? We're kind of at the end of the game here, so it's kind of hard to explain. I'm getting the hang of this now, hopping between realms. Time pauses easily as I hop back and forth between Brittle and the sanctuaries. My audience is watching.
Well, in that case, I'm going to be...
Oh, we have to pick a path. Okay, spiritual truth. A good oracle must be dedicated to more than just materialistic considerations. Empathetic. Bond. A good oracle is someone who cares for everyone, not a select few. Or glory. Ambitious. Why be good when you can be great? Oh, dude, that's hard. I'm like, oh, jeez. What's a bad choice? Chaos, Bond. They're aspirations. I'm gonna go with Bond. I close my eyes for a moment before addressing the crowd again.
As the Oracle, I want to be empathetic.
Oh, so they do know then?
As the Oracle, I want to feel what others feel, and consider how others will react. Every decision must be for the benefit of the many, not the few.
People are smiling, and there are a few claps. Oh man. What now? Wait, do we have to pick? Oh! Right, okay. So I can't pick this one, I have to pick this one? Is that what they're saying? Because I can't... I have to pick one of these. So with empathy, do we do spiritual or do we do ambitious? Dude. It's truth and empathy, or empathy and glory, or bond and glory. I don't know if I can pick this though. Well, actually no, I can because they're both lit up. Oof. Okay, so Depending on which one we pick, if I go the spiritual way with empathy, we pick this one, which is building sanctuaries. If I pick bond and this one, because this one in the middle is literally not available because we've went empathy. So with this one we go do building the maze. I should flesh out my ideas first. That's chaos. That's bliss. Hi Arthur, how's it going? Let's oh boy. This is hard. I don't better than I thought, not as good as I'd like. Better than you thought, it's good though, right? That's pretty good. Dude, man. I don't know how I feel about this choice. I can, does look a bit like a solar system. I'm gonna go with I don't know. Oh my god, this is so hard. It's like just a video game, but I'm actually struggling. I think I'm gonna go with Glory. Be empathetic but ambitious. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. I can't second guess this. I feel a hammering in my chest as I open my mouth to speak.
An oracle has to be fearless, ambitious, determined. Every decision I make must be firm, with everything I have behind it. Change requires strength, and I have the strength to be an effective oracle.
The crowd cheers. They like this talk of directness. Oh boy. The crowd's talking. As the murmurs merge, I manage to make out the overriding opinion. The oracle I'm describing is a kind of warrior.
Yes. A valid choice. Indeed, the very first oracle had the heart of a warrior. To bring about peace, they turned to war.
Whoa, I don't want to turn to war, but...
They urged us to fight.
Oh.
To show our prowess on the field of battle. Fighting and fighting until all were weakened. Exhausted. And we saw that nothing had changed.
Whoa.
We realized the futility of it all. The pointless waste.
Yeah.
The Oracle had us build the labyrinth. A maze to store all our grievances.
Oh.
A place where they could be... forgotten. We still bear the scars of that quarrel. In more ways than one.
Wow.
And of course, there was only one real way to end the war. They had to bring peace to Brittle, too.
Noted. The aspiration fades, and I feel myself rising out of my trance. Throughout the whole experience, there's been a noise pulling at my attention. There it is again. Nora and Jade, giggling. I lean over to Omar.
Did I say something funny?
You looked like you were reading from a script, talking about the first oracle.
Oh, I didn't realize. But don't think any of it was particularly funny.
Were they even listening to me?
Hey, what's so funny?
The smile immediately drops from Nora's face. She coughs, pulling at her beanie. The whole crowd is looking at the two of them.
Nothing. Sorry. We just...
Honestly, all the history is interesting, but it's not primetime stuff, you know?
Wow. Rude.
We want to hear about actions. Real stuff we can work on, stuff that can make a difference. Like, how did this first oracle settle the conflicts in Brittle?
Going by the folks here, the Prescients, the Oracle must have been pretty powerful. Definitely powerful enough to stop a war.
So basically they're laughing at me thinking that Polly can't stop a war. From the sounds of it. Okay, this path. An offering from Atina. Find rest in Atina. Or an offering from Reverie. Spend time in Reverie. Oh, I don't know. Do we spend time in Reverie or do we spend time with Atina? Oh boy. Both have secrets! Ah! Dude, both have secrets. Gain a bliss, gain a truth, gain a glory. Gain a truth, gain a glory, gain a person. What the? This one has a key. That one has a key. This one has a key. Oh, secret ally. What do you whistle at non-choice and me? Shit. Ah, my god. So this one gives a key which unlocks this one. Wait, you can use a key to get another one and it'll unlock, I think. To get 2 keys. Where's my bond so that I can follow the path of empathy? This is difficult. They both give the same amount of crystals though. Let's spend time in Atina. Because to get rest and to be able to sort Reverie, we need to sort out Atina, right? Fuck. I don't know if I'm making the right choice, but it's fine. There are no aspirations here, but I feel the words flowing through me from elsewhere.
The first Oracle split their time between the realms. They learned from the aspirations, but also their fellow humans. This was their skill. Duality of perspective. But to end the war in Brittle, they ended up spending more time there than in Reverie. They spread the word of their sister realm, and the aspirations that lived there. They told people the lessons they'd learnt there. Used those lessons to improve the world. Soon, the population gathered around the Oracle, willing them to bring peace. And soon, the Oracle gained the power needed to fulfill that wish.
Okay. So the necklace one cuts off this, but it gives me a key. That cuts off the other 2. Prescients will be pleased to know how they came to be. For a secret ally, I have no idea who you're talking about. That's a chaos route. Object has its own history. The necklace has its own history. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the necklace route. Secret route. I often forget that it's hanging around my neck. The weight of it is subtle, even comforting at times. I've been considering where it came from for a while now. Now the aspirations are finally revealing its origin to me.
The Oracle created a necklace.
Instinctively, my hands cradle it. The necklace my mother once wore. How long has it existed? How many centuries?
It was how they would pass on their powers, from one human being to the next. It became a link between Brittle and Reverie. The creation was a revelation on both sides of the divide. To humanity, it was proof that higher powers were listening, and that they had never been closer to them. And to the aspirations, it was the loosening of the barrier between their realm and the source of their power in Brittle. And to the Oracle, it was a gift. A way to pass on all that they had learned in their time.
Ooh! The crowd is hooked. I don't even know if it's me who's telling the story now, or if it's some or all of the aspirations are talking through me. But all these words, all these stories, they want to hear more. As if caught in the same strange trance, Omar addresses the crowd.
This was back when Atina was facing its darkest days. There was an ecological disaster. The specifics are lost to time, but we know the population was devastated by vicious storms, which brought floods and mudslides. Then, as they are wont to do, a dictator arose, taking advantage of the pain and suffering to wield absolute power. The people were despondent. The ruling class's own inadequacy provided the perfect distraction. As they lurched from one calamity to the next, the populace grew ever more apathetic. And when there were signs of rebellion, half the populace looked away, or sided against their own interests.
It was up to the Oracle to break this cycle. To break the system that had enslaved the people. So they had to act. They decided to...
Oh, this is my choice. Okay, so the two options are: 1, face the tyrant. With glory, your story needs a good villain for the hero to shine. Or truth, unite them, give them something to believe in, put faith in people. Hold on, what does this cut off? Right. Okay, I'm gonna go with truth. Put faith in people. Images float before my eyes. Speeches, learning, the forging of new systems.
The Oracle had faith in the people to dig themselves out. They pursued a path of knowledge, teaching the populace a different way to live. The foundations of new forms of government were built. Curiosity reigned, and people studied the world around them.
No worries, Arthur. Have a good rest.
What's more, people shared their knowledge. They didn't secret it away or censor it. They taught one another. This gave them more power through the sum of that knowledge. They decided to...
They decided to what, Polly? So because we unlocked the necklace, we can do this route. Use the necklace. A clean slate. Let's do this one. The Oracle needed advice from the only beings more knowledgeable than they were.
They decided to go to the aspirations, to benefit from their wisdom. Instead, what they found was discord and disorder. Each had a different opinion on how to proceed. Each pushed their own agenda. Except one. One aspiration remained with the Oracle through it all. chaos.
Even as I say the words, I'm surprised.
Chaos told the Oracle humanity was bound to cycles of pain and suffering, that it was in their nature. And the Oracle knew they were right. So Chaos told them.
If you can't stop the wheel from spinning, the wheel must be broken.
Oh. Brush your teeth before you finish your coffee? Oh no, that was a mistake and a half. Until now, I'd known this story instinctively, intimately. But now my knowledge seems to fade. I can see the course of history, but as though through frosted glass or a deep fog.
What happened next is unknown. Even to the aspirations. Even to Reverie. The world changed, or specifically didn't change. There was a silence. And a void. I don't know. I'm sorry.
As the final words fall from me, a dark exhaustion settles across my shoulders. I can barely stand, but I see the faces of the crowd before me. They look as confused as I feel. Someone takes my hand. It's Ursula.
I see nothing to argue with in that story. As a species, we do tend to move in cycles, making the same mistakes again and again, no matter the outcome.
True.
The aspirations come from us, just as we continue to exist because of them. But we are the source. They are only the mirror.
Yep.
Our fate has always been our own to choose, just as our failings have always been of our own making. Surrendering to the unknown might be the only viable path forward for us as a civilization.
I breathe out. The audience looks intrigued, at least.
So you have to choose, right? The path forward. The new heart. Who gets the job?
I'm too tired for this right now. But it looks like the crowd isn't. The gathered people seem to have an opinion. Good. So now I have to pick. This one. Glory. I have a lot to make amends for and revenge to take. So conditions for that are... Will we meet the conditions for that? This one... we don't meet... we can't choose bliss. We don't have... don't have the conditions for that. We can do chaos. A new aspiration unlocked by a secret, but I don't have the key for that. No, I don't have the key. Damn it. This one is truth. We don't meet the conditions for that. Bond. And this one is power. We don't have the conditions for that. So basically, it's between glory, chaos, and bond. And to be honest with you, I've went bond pretty much the whole game, so I'm gonna go bond. Story about love. The prescience in the crowd immediately start to whisper a single name. Bond. Nora obviously sees my ears perk up.
Connection, empathy.
Yep.
Yeah. I think Bond would have been Grandpa's choice too.
I agree.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It has been a long, long time since I was elected Heart. Maybe because humans often associate kindness and understanding with weakness and frailty.
This, dude, this. So much this.
But when I am placed at the center of reverie, connections are made. Art, creativity, trade, all flourish. Eras under my guidance often see the growth of incredible civilizations. But often, these cultures would grow cruel and overwhelming. When expansion required it, colonization often came. I will never get used to the duality of your kind, capable of such incredible empathy and such cold devastation.
I relay his words to the crowd. Many agree, and despite the potential downsides, think Bond is still the best choice. And with that, my story ends. Or, it concludes for now at least. Late, people are tired. They begin to drift back to the Naiads to sleep. I hear my story repeated in different voices all across the beach, in discussions and debates, some arguments even. For me, it clarified things, like the decision I'll have to make. I stifle a yawn and make my excuses to the few who remain. All that can wait until tomorrow. Oh boy, we're at the last chapter. How big is this one? Pretty big, okay. Pretty big. On the edge of fate, today's the day. Birdsong streams into my room. I open my eyes to sunlight, morning, and immediately I'm overwhelmed by intrusive thoughts. The state of Atina, the aspirations, the choices I made. Laszlo. I push the thoughts aside as I head to the shower. The least I can do is approach the day feeling good about myself. When I'm done, I head over to the main building. My thoughts are more ordered now at least, but there's still a lot of them running through my head. I hear the warble of someone's trivid, a news report, Ursula's lawsuit against MK. The reason we've all been so on edge. It's been dismissed. Out of hand. I catch some fragments of the judgment insufficient this and conclusive that. I'm already so overwhelmed by the weight of the world that it barely registers. So much has happened in such a short period. Even during the downtime, I still never really get a handle on all of it. I look over to Laszlo's garden. Someone is tending to the plants there. I don't recognize them. The kitchen is full of coming and going, just like it was in the old days. But now, I hardly know any of the people here. It feels good to have the Naiads so busy, but I miss waking to the sound of Laszlo's coffee machine, to Nora's laugh. Ursula isn't here either. This was where it all started. Where I found the necklace and the new world that came with it. I take a deep breath, taking in the aromas of my childhood, now tinged with so much more than nostalgia. I sit. This is it then, the end of the story, or at least a pause. My options seem so overwhelming. Then I hear it, a hum, a buzz, soft voice. The same voice that called me, that led me to the necklace over a month ago. But this isn't the necklace. It's below me, I can sense it now. I close my eyes and I'm back at the lake. It is real, right below the Naiads. Makes sense. It explains why this place is so important to us all. And no one knows. No one but me. I have changed. I'm a different person. I feel charged with a new energy. Renewed. Okay. So with this, we cut off what seems to be that path over there. This one is the final countdown. Can't turn away now. I have to choose a future for Reverie. Stepping away from being Harmony, but we didn't step away from being Harmony, so this is our only choice. Okay, expanded future. I need to see things more clearly, no matter what it takes. Whatever lies ahead, I can't shake the feeling that I need more clarity, more control. And there's only one place I can find it. Once, I thought this place might become a second home. Now, it only reminds me of everything that's happened. There's still that deep feeling of history, however, as if merely existing here is trespassing on sacred ground. I suppose, in a way, it is.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Sure you do, Sprout.
I can't help but smile as Bliss walks curiously about the place.
The Augural. It's not enough. Not anymore.
And with all the egregor you've gathered up, you're gonna supercharge it!
I think so. It might allow me to change things, change the future, but how do I know this?
Part of every oracle is of Reverie. Your subconscious is linked to us aspirations, and the sum total of our knowledge. Egregor is our source of power, just as it is the Augurals. But no one has ever risked exposing themselves to such an amount.
There's no disapproval in Truth's voice, just cold reality.
But will it work?
Yes, but not perhaps in the manner you expect.
What does that mean?
You will become one with time itself. Your presence on this plane will bend in ways even I cannot foresee.
Oh.
Days will feel like seconds, months like hours, years like... well, you get the idea.
And back here? In reality? I don't want the others to worry.
Oh, is this what's happened?
To them, you will be present and absent. There, but not there.
Like a cat in a box.
Remember what I told you way back when we met?
Try not to think about it too much.
I don't.
Concentrated, and a pool of egregor shimmers under an unseen light before me. I know what I have to do. Before I can think twice, I take a deep breath and dive headfirst into the iridescent blue. I'm dead. I must be. I'm floating in a void, bereft of feeling. But no, I'm still here, alive, and I can feel the power I so desperately sought. I see places where I am not, through the eyes of people I know. I see the world as if through compound eyes, each angle a new vision of reality. I see. Oh? Okay. Bond. I feel whole again, Harmony. The heart is within my reach. I think. Thank you. So we made it to... So it was the right choice because, like, look how... He's, like, right there. But then... Okay. So none of these are... These are all blanked out now? Why are they blacked out? I don't know what this means! But I'm interested. So it looks like these are all the different paths, but because we picked Bond... Bond will follow me. Thank you, Harmony. I trust you. I will follow you into the dark if needed. Bond's influence is strong enough. Noted. I can feel someone calling me through the veil, willing to help me down this tortuous road. It's Bond. Suddenly, his sanctuary fills my eyes. Am I here, or am I simply seeing here? I don't know. And by the look on his face, neither does he.
How curious.
What?
You are here, and yet you are not. I can see you, but I cannot feel your presence.
Weird.
A side effect of the egregor. I had to know. I had to see the future.
And all the connections between us. I understand. The choice that lies before you is significant. There are no easy answers, no cheats or foils. All I can do to help is reiterate my intent.
The time to choose the heart is approaching. Is Bond what the world needs?
Place me at the heart and the world will be brought together. Love will flourish. Friendship will follow. The world will be as one. But when competition decreases, who knows what will have the opportunity to blossom? Those are my promises and my warning.
Okay. I guess every side would have its downside. The voices fade and are replaced by images of places. Of Atina, my home. Hey, welcome in, darling. How's it going? A young woman buys groceries from a store, waving to an owner as she leaves. As she walks away, she notices a camera scanning her face, the MK logo on its side. I see two teams of children playing football. The ball soars through the air, narrowly missing a drone. It flashes a message. The child has been fined. MK operatives will visit his parents soon. That's fucked up. I see a man at work on a computer, his fingers typing a dance across a keyboard. He writes a story of a hero overcoming oppression, of a villainous organization named Mono Concern. Every image I see, every flash of every reality, MK is there. I can feel the butterfly flapping its wings and the storm front changing course. I can feel it all. Okay. What's with this one? Timer -3 turns. Okay. I think we have to choose this before this opens up. The images begin to fade, or rather, they are refocused. They all orbit a single location, the center of all the futures streaming out from this moment. The Naiads. This is the locus of all things. Brittle, Reverie, Alma, and MK. I feel my hands, or the sensation of forces I choose to call my hands, reach out. Begin the shepherd the futures. Shape them into a wave that will wash MK and its plans away. So, why can't I choose these? So I'm basically forced to pick this. Noted. After recent events, the Naiads has become a bastion caught between two warring tribes. On one side, the locals of Alma in active revolt. On the other, the corporate overlords of Monoconcern. Is an unenviable position.
Saw another patrol.
When?
10 minutes ago. 4 of them this time.
Bloody drones. What are they even looking for?
Not 4. At. They're looking at us. And making sure we know it.
Under Ursula's ownership, these buildings have always been a place for the needy or desperate. But now they're a neutral state in a rapidly evolving conflict. Okay. So Ursula's acquaintance. In her most active years, she met a lot of people fighting MK, capitalism, and imperialism. Unlocks Ursula is censored. For this one, which is Jade's idol, Jade moves in the same circles as journalists and whistleblowers. Unlock Jade's arrest. What? Jade's arrest? What? Interesting. I'm gonna go with Ursula. I reach out and shape the future I wish to bring about. It starts with my mother. She storms from the Naiads one morning, muttering to herself. She heads out into Alma, looking for something, for someone. She finds who she's looking for, an old arcanist acquaintance. Anarchist acquaintance, reaching out to her for the first time in a long time. They hug, smile. They haven't seen each other in more than a decade, but my mother remembers her well. Soon there are many others, connecting and reconnecting. Anarchists, anti-establishment radicals, communists, rebels. A network is formed, a solid bed of resistance, and more crucially, one of experience. Okay. Do this. I feel time accelerate before my eyes. I laugh as the world spools forward at high speed, little figures dancing like puppets. My laughter quickly fades. I see MK's reach expand. They recover quickly from the events of the last few weeks. Emboldened, out for blood. I see houses repossessed, families thrown out onto the streets. I see communities devastated by disappearances. I see police brutality. I see how it's ignored and covered up. I see the fake news and sensationalism. I see a fleet of drones blocking out the sun's rays. Man, it's pretty heavy. Eventually, MK grows bold enough to act more directly. Electricity, water, internet, they control it all. Only by their grace are neighbourhoods heated, watered, connected. Now that privilege is revoked from those it deems a threat, Alma is severed from the network. All the networks. Cauterized like a rotten limb.
Okay, I checked. It's not just us. It's Alma. The whole neighborhood. No water, no power, nothing.
Wait, they can't do that. Can they do that?
Legally, no. They can't. Which means...
Which means they're no longer operating under the rule of law.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy. Okay. A few days after the shut-off, nothing has been done. There was dissent and outrage from the residents, but the media looked away and the police refused to intervene. MK's confidence grows.
MK are becoming bold. The old anarchists and would-be revolutionaries have been going dark. For their own safety and mine.
I don't blame them. First thing these assholes do is come for the dissidents.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what concerns me.
Hold on, I need to do my blood sugars real quick. My blood sugars are just a little bit on the different side that I'd like them to be. I'm having issue with the blood sugars lately. Sometimes they're too low, sometimes they're too high. Because of the change in weather and also because of me being unwell and stuff. They call it the blacklist. A record of figures whose work may not be published or sold under any circumstances. Ursula receives the notification in the morning. It takes until midnight for the news to sink in. Okay. Okay, so we only have a bond crystal, so we can only pick the middle one. Well, aspiration is above the others. I think that's right, right? Nope, can't pick that one. Okay. I can't pick this one because I don't have a truth crystal and I don't have a chaos crystal, so I guess we're going this way. The entire island of Atina feels the effect of MK's actions. Some more than others, and it caused problems for MK too. But the message came through loud and clear. MK is Atina. Without services, without networks, and without support, Alma starts to wither on the vine. Children go to bed cold and hungry. The adult fears for the future. Day after day, people rush to the beach en masse. The rolling waves have become the only way to stay clean and sanitary. Oh dude, that's hella messed up. A smell wafts through the streets. Decay. This is insane. This is not what I was expecting. this feels very real. It's the oldest trick in the book. Create the problem, present the solution. Be the villain to become the hero. MK starts handing out vouchers, free accommodation and hot showers, food and shelter. The people flock to these new poorhouses. Some even end up temporarily barricaded in the very apartments they were evicted from. Yeah, the game is very real. But even so, pro-MK sentiments grow by the bit.
Another group of Prescients just left.
Please don't tell me they...
There's a new temporary accommodation center over at the old cinema. Hot food, beds, heat.
That's fucked up, man.
Damn. Of all people, they should know better. They should have seen.
They do. They have. They don't care. They know we can't provide. Maybe they thought they were doing us a favor? Reducing the mouths we have to feed.
It's hard to look a gift horse in the mouth when it's the only thing standing between your children and starvation. The aspirations look over the situation with concern. I was not expecting this to get so dark, man. Look at this other path that we didn't able to do. Ugh. Okay, so let's see. We have this one which says dreams of justice. Bond and truth will send people's dreams to help them get through it. This one is bond and bliss will help them cope. Or chaos and power will send dreams of resistance. So we can... Conditions are you receive help from bliss, truth and power to end Glory's pyramid, which I don't think we did. Did we do that? I don't think we did. Enter Glory's sanctuary with the help of chaos. I don't remember which one we did. I don't think we have... I think we did this one. Got the other three to help us. Bliss, truth and power all helped us together. Very much. It's quite analogous situations that have been happening in the real world. Yeah, I know. Which is... It just makes me sad. You know? It makes me sad. And... I don't know, it's just... yeah. Okay. Dreams of care, dreams of justice, or dreams of freedom. Oh man. MK is open to negotiation. People dream of revolt. I feel like we need to like revolt. Why would we negotiate with them? But at the same time, maybe it's... Dreams of freedom. Let's do it. With the last vestiges of its connection to Reverie, MK pushes back. Its new advertising campaign is ruthlessly effective, targeting those ground down by the constant unrest. Remember how easy life used to be, it says? Remember when things were good? It works. At first. But the campaign pushes power and chaos, the most unlikely of allies, to the breaking point. Together, they send the people visions of chaotic freedom, enforced and created through strength. Endure, adapt, survive. Okay. So with this path, so basically we need this key. Okay. Bliss and Bond meet to discuss the suffering. They embrace and talk for hours. Eventually, they come together in agreement. They will send pleasant dreams to the population. Islands of calm amidst the storm. A sense of peace falls across Alma, hot and fragile, but there. The people are still downtrodden, but at least now they awake every morning refreshed. Alright, what's this? People dream of revolt. Okay, let's do it. Ugh. Hey Silly Seiji, how's it going? The aspirations continue to observe the situation with growing concern. Eventually, something snaps. Congrats on your 6 years, pal. Thank you! Yeah, guys, I've been streaming now for 6 years. 6 years yesterday was my anniversary. Crazy, right? Perhaps it was the rationing of water and the cancellation of the regular aid shipments. Or the police raid going wrong, the body bags stacked in the street. Either way, the aspirations of Reverie chose to act together. When night falls, the population dreams of nothing but revolt. Justice achieved at the end of an improvised baton. Tabletops fashioned into riot shields. Overthrow. Revolt. Resist. Uh-oh. Okay. The tide is turning against the people. Whether through fear or suffering, or both, MK remains ahead. Their stocks, recently at an all-time low, rally. Investor meetings end with smiles and handshakes. Oh no, this is going bad! Alma remains off-net. No journalists visit, no stories are posted. This is so bad. Feelings of hope and determination fade. The world appears to move on. It's like they're getting forgotten about. Oh boy. Okay. Well. Let's go here, I guess. Just as the final glimmer of hope appears to sputter and die, a cinder catches. A newborn glow of possibility pulses faintly in the dark. Fragile, vulnerable, but there. Did I do this? Did I inspire this eucatastrophe? What is that word? I don't know. Eucatastrophe. Eucatastrophe? I've never seen that word before. Eucatastrophe. Eucatastrophe. How do you say that?
Eucatastrophe.
Eucatastrophe. So I was right. What does it mean? A sudden unfavorable resolution of events in a story, a happy ending. Oh, okay. Was it the aspirations working as they promised? Or was it the simplest explanation? Pure dumb luck. Wait, so I can only pick this one? Yeah, I guess. I've only got a bond crystal. Okay, let's see what happens. Someone pays a journalist to cover the Alma ghetto. The young woman can hardly believe the state of the district. Her eyes sparkle with the joy of a scoop on an international scale. Her story goes viral, repeated by every network on the planet. Corporate enforced segregation. Corpo fascism right large across the devastated streets and thin, shivering children. The outrage is unprecedented. Those who had so eagerly looked away, governments, NGOs, other corporations, are forced to make a stand. In their desperation to preserve the status quo, former allies turn on the perpetrator. Monoconcern becomes a pariah, a rogue element. Soon, the story of the Alma resistance is everywhere. Opinion pieces extol the virtues of grassroots activism. Right-wing hacks scream of the right to bear arms and the courage of the Alma residents against the woke mob of Monoconcern.
Has anyone seen Jade?
She left with the last group, heading to New Elysia.
Oh, I told her to wait for me!
She didn't want you out there. It's gotten intense.
But it's alright that she's outside. She's allowed to risk her life.
She knows what she's doing.
I know. I just hope she's okay.
The world unites behind the residents and their fight. For their opposition, the end has come at last. Okay. Across Athena, the air clears. Breaths are drawn of relief and sadness both. The skies are clear, and the streets free of security personnel. For a while, there is joy. Parties puncture the night silence. Cries of happiness and passion and tears over those who were lost. Jade and Nora confess their love. Aww, Jade and Nora are getting together. Ursula sits alone with 2 glasses. She taps her drink against the other and thinks of the man she has lost. Oh man. Laszlo. Omar takes stock, totting up the precise number of priceless manuscripts destroyed by needless discord. Yana is Yana. They party and plan, never stopping for rest. Looks like nothing's happening with Yana. No snogging for you, Mike. But then, reality returns. MK, for all intents and purposes, gone. So, what happens next? I know, I'm sad too. The news is bad.
No, I'm serious. There's nothing left.
Well, there must be something. Don't supermarkets have, I don't know, reserve stock or something?
No, definitely not. That's what the supply chain was for. You know, the supply chain that just collapsed.
Oh man, what is happening? Food, energy, organised shelter. MK left a gaping hole at the centre of Athena, and until something, government, charities, NGOs, arrive to fill it, there's not much left. Oh no. Oh no. Hard lessons have been learned. With MK gone, there remains a real risk of another wolf arriving at the door. Another why did I struggle with that? Another corporation that seeks to control and dominate. So, the first step is the reconstruction is to found people's committees. Groups of locals, experts, covering everything from infrastructure to social mobility. Layers of checks and balances to ensure the fist of corporate control never again closes over Athena. Elections will be held for the Oxian Way. People will be get interested in Oxians. How did they live? They knew there was another world. Hold on, how does that impact the rest? Okay. This one in a depth of dreams. This one is fixing old structures. Now the game is becoming unrealistic. All because you couldn't get a Yana snog? I'm going over the Oxian Way and see what happens. No, because people bond together and stop corporations. Yeah, but look what happened. They don't have enough to help them. It's what it is. And funnily enough, the only reason that people bonded together to make a change for corporations to be stopped was because one journalist was able to get it as viral as possible after it got so bad. So it was leaked, you know? A new idea starts to spread among the people left on the island. The news ways failed, so why not return to the old? Soon, Omar, as the preeminent expert on the Oxians, is being sought after for advice. How did they govern? Reverie is real, so how can we live our lives in communion with our sister realm? People delve into dream logic, spend lucid nights exploring their psyches. Prescients test the limits of their powers. Interpretation is difficult, but soon society shifts to accommodate the visions and directions of the dream world. Time passes. The months roll by, one after another. Wounds heal, but scars remain. Everyone on Athena bears them now, no matter their former allegiances. But there is laughter on the streets again. Simple pleasures are had without fear or guilt. Sorry, that sentence really struggled with my brain there. There is growth. Okay. New opportunities? News travel abroad about recent events on Athena. Now, a flock of investors is looking into funding new structures, systems, and infrastructure on the island. New opportunities arise all across Athena in a flurry of activity.
They opened a new store. Did you see?
The one sponsored by the car company? Yeah. We need to be careful. We can't afford to backslide into oppression just because they flash us a golden smile.
True. They've got great bombar, though.
Well,
Oh, shit.
Wait, is this the only option I have? Yes, it is. Damn it. Okay, that's fine. Makes it easier. It's time for Athena to stop being a city-state secluded from the world. Investors quickly turn it into a resort. People come from all over to see its wonders. The scenic beachfront vistas, the eclectic art scene, the local cuisine, the glimpses of storied antiquity. The economy flourishes without any corporation to stimulate it, just local businesses and local colour. The tourism boom lasts after Athena makes its modern debut. The island becomes a popular destination and the economy stabilises. Although tourism stimulates the economy a great deal, making life more comfortable for many, it also comes with its challenges. Tourist foot traffic and the occasional unwelcome or illegal vehicle disturb Athena's peace and clog its veins. It is only a small island. Some worry that tourism will risk being over-prioritised at Athena's expense. The emerging industry still has work to do. But overall, since monoconcern has ceased to be, Athena has known greater freedom and self-direction. Where am I? Come on. Wait, what are my choices? I did this one, right? But I don't have... Wait. Unlocked from scratch. I don't have that one. Yeah, I can't do any of those. Okay. Something has changed. The wind rising from the sea carries hopes and dreams in its ephemeral, right? Ephemeral currents, soothing Alma's scars. In Reverie, the air is warm, the red sky shivering as if in anticipation. Every passing moment is punctuated by the echoes of a steady heartbeat. For the first time in what feels like eons, I take a breath.
It worked. I made...
You saw the many-faceted future and made it your own.
They're here. All of them. Is this real?
You are here. With us. Together. We are real.
Quite the experiment back there. I don't even think I'd have dared do something as batshit as that.
But it worked, didn't it? Look at what she did.
She risked destroying the fabric of reality itself to shape fate to her will. I am impressed, Harmony.
And now? What happens now?
Now, honey, it's showtime.
Oh, what? Why is it showtime? Oh, what happens now? The time has come to make my final choice. No more delays, no more indecision. The new heart awaits. And this whole time we could have actually had a new aspiration and I had no idea. Alright, so let's go over these. We literally can't pick any of these. It can only be Bond. So let's go for it. Alright, Bond, I believe in you. The other aspirations fade from view. I can feel Bond's call, and in a moment, he's there. He looks downcast, almost.
Your choice is made.
Why is he sad?
It is. I thought you'd be happy.
He says nothing for a moment. He just looks into my eyes.
I am. Some would see this as a victory over the other aspirations.
But he doesn't.
I do not.
Nah, because he's empathetic.
I do not wish to gloat, nor to crow. My thoughts are on the work ahead. Nothing more.
I understand. I hope you understand why I chose you.
I believe so. The suffering that this world has seen, it is enough. Enough for now. Our new world will be one of kindness and compassion. I think such a world will be welcome.
I hope so. Anime time. Hey. They've opened the bar back up. And Nora's behind it. Just like Yana and Ollie are close. I like it, I like it.
Hey, sis.
Hey, sis.
It's been far too long since I last wrote.
Oh?
There's so much to tell you. At last, things are going well on Atina.
Hold on.
But recent events have led me to rethink my own goals.
What?
The shop will stay open. And the digs will continue, whether I'm there or not. People will always be curious about Oxyon culture. Archaeology is everywhere here. The culmination of my research is knowledge beyond my wildest imaginings. I find myself satisfied. And I feel at last that I belong somewhere.
Aww.
But something is missing. Baba. You. Coco.
Aww.
I miss you all terribly. I've been so focused on my research that I fear I've lost precious time with those I cherish most. So I'd like to invite you all to visit Atina. And to stay for as long as you please.
Aww.
My home and my heart are open to you. And a few lovely resorts have opened on the waterfront as well. With Atina safe and thriving again, there are so many things we can do as a family. The little ones will love the beach. I'm sure Dad will be thrilled with the cuisine. Even if there aren't so many curries over here. The island's quite walkable as well. It's nice. Finally, I'd very much like for you to meet the dear friends I've made. They'll never replace you, of course. But all the same, I do think of them as family. Give my best to everyone. And please, consider coming over. Yours, as always, Omar.
Aw, that's sweet. We did it! Oh my god, we finished! Whoa! Yo, let's go! We did it, guys! We did it! Music by Lena Rain. Hey, Lena Rain. Or Rainy. I like your music. You did it. Yeah. Congratulations on your clear. Thank you. We did it, you guys. We finished another game. Is this the first... Wait. Is this the first game of this year we finished? I don't think so, right? We finished a different game? We're gonna finish Firework tomorrow. Was it a good ending? Had to get up there at the end. Yeah, it was good. It was a good ending. Oh, we finished Jisatsu, but that was a short game. Oh. We did it. Save slots. Oh yeah, I didn't even look at I didn't actually manually save at any time. Not really. Continue. What does it do if we continue? Does it just put us back there? Ah, just makes you do. You can just do it all over again, I suppose. Noted. Very cool. Well, we did it. Yeah, consider that a good ending. But one day you'll have to learn a concept of saving. I have already learned a concept of saving. This game didn't let me. You had to, when you were leaving the chapter, it'd save for you. It wouldn't let me. At least I didn't notice. I tried, remember? But yeah, this game was actually very good. I do recommend people pick it up and try it, because just because my playthrough showed you quite a lot, there is other avenues that you can go. You can play this game several times and see what the different changes would be. And you can definitely mold your playthrough to be different from mine, especially because I went through primarily the Bond route, but honestly, like, even within that route itself, there's different options you've got. So if this is like a style of game that interests you, then I would say pick it up. I don't know how much it is though, but big shout out to the developers for a key. I appreciate it. How much is it on Steam? £22.49. Not bad, considering that you could replay it multiple times. So that's pretty good. But yeah, €25. Not bad. It's not bad. It's a very well made game. The art style is very, very good. They've got really nice animation in it. A lot of it, like when the characters are actually talking, they're actually voice acted, which gives you a certain level of immersion as well, which is good. And the fact that there's so many branching paths, like within chapters things can change, which, yeah, a fuck ton of replayability. Yeah, exactly. Like, even within an act, like a chapter, or sorry, so there's several chapters within an act, right? I think there's like 3 in an act. Even within each chapter, you can go a different route depending on what avenue you're going to pick within that certain choice. So there's so many offshoots of choices that, in fact, I could play this 3 or 4 times minimum. Like, I could play this multiple times over and I'd have a different outcome, or at least a different playthrough, like throughout what happens in each chapter. I'm interested in what happens if one of the, like, when all the other aspirations win. Like, when we focus on one, we got Bond, right? But what happens if power's at the top, or glory, or chaos, or truth, right? Or bliss? What happens if any of them are? Or what happens if we choose a new aspiration? Like, what happens there? What happens if we walk away completely? Like, there's already so much that I'm thinking, like, could change. Must be one ending when Polly and Yana hook up. Yeah, there is, because there is, because there was a choice in it later in the road. See, this is the thing. So we made the choice midway through to not let Yana get involved, to save her, because we thought that MK would come down hard on her, right? But because of that, she wasn't there at a particular point, which means we couldn't snog her on the beach. Which made me sad, because I wanted to see a good lesbian kiss, you know. Or bi, you don't know, you don't make our choices for her. But yeah, I kind of wish that had happened. I kind of wish that had happened. But hey ho. I'll either play it again or, I don't know, YouTube it. If it's even in YouTube before, I don't know. But yeah, I do recommend it. If you see it, even if you see it on sale or whatever, I'd definitely pick it up for sure. These kind of games are fun. It definitely made me think though. I thought you were the more into the crushed by Roth mamas. Listen, that's just one part of my life, alright? That's just one part of me. I have several different parts of me, alright? I have many parts to my personality, okay? It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good. Anyway, I think so. Tomorrow, just to wrap up what's happened today, we finished Harmony, the Fall of Reverie, and tomorrow we are going to hopefully finish. We should finish Firework, which is a Chinese horror game. It's been super good so far. And then on Friday, oh, sorry, thank you, hon. On Friday, Pyro and I are going to be getting together and playing some Pal World, which is going to be good. I'm looking forward to that, actually. Very much looking forward to that. That should be a good time. But yeah, for now, I think I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to get ready for Pyro coming home. And yeah, very much that's what I'm gonna do. I hope you guys had a good stream. I enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure you follow. Make sure you hit the like button. Thanks to our lurkers and our VOD watchers. I appreciate it. I'm gonna buy it as soon as it's available. Hell yeah. As soon as it's available. Is it not available where you are? Hi, crap. Have a good day. Thanks. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome. You're welcome. But yeah, me and Pablo are going to scudaloot. Rogue and Pyro putting animals into factory labor. And we're going to give them Glocks. It's going to be great. We're going to give them machine guns and everything. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it though, because I've seen a little bit of gameplay in the last day or so, and it's a lot of fun looking. It's very cute. Oh, not for a couple of days, the 19th. Oh, naruhodo. Noted. Make them do crime. I don't know if I can do that in the game, but I'll try. I'll try. Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. Have the freaking wonderful rest of your Wednesday. Game looks fun. The optimization specs suck though. Yeah. It's a lot. It's cute and dark at the same time. I try not to think of the dark stuff. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I try just to think of the fun stuff. You know? Yeah. That's yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna scoodaloot. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. I'll be back tomorrow, usual time. Don't be late. No, I'm joking. You can be late if you want. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Firework. We'll finish that off. That'll be a lot of talking as well, which isn't great for my throat. I don't know why I do this to myself, but hey ho, we're having fun. Anyway, guys, have a freaking awesome rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.